Whoa! Oh. That feels wrong. I feel like I did something wrong here. Have you been considering getting a Glowforge? Well, after months of deliberation, I finally pulled the trigger. But before we get started, I need a creative or preferably punny name for the new laser.
Laser brain.
I'm really into Star Wars, so if it could be something associated with that, that'd be even better. But anyway, if you want to drop a name for the laser in the comments, if I pick yours, I'll send you out some swag. Anyhow, since the answer to all your questions is money, let's talk about money. First thing, this thing is pretty expensive. I actually got this before Glowforge increased their prices. A friend of mine gave me the inside scoop that the prices on the Glowforge models were about to go up, and that kind of really pushed me over the edge and made me decide to pull the trigger and get one right away. All three of their models went up in price by $1,000.
Hey, Scott!
I bought a basic, which is the least expensive model, and even before the price hike, it came in at $2,995 plus $249 in shipping. Yeah, that's a lot.
Where are we going to get the money?
I don't know. I don't know.
But just like Ray, Egon, and Venkman, I managed to pull the money together.
You're never gonna regret this, Ray.
My parents left me that house. I was born there.
You're not gonna lose the house. Everybody has 3 mortgages nowadays.
But I chose the Glowforge for a couple important reasons. One, because it's enclosed, so that means I can keep it down here in my basement shop, and I can run the vent right out the window. And two, it's supposed to be the easiest of entry, and as you'll see in what I'm about to show you, that held out to be true. Okay, let's get going and see what's in the box.
What's in the box?
Oh! Oh! Don't drop! Don't drop! Oh. That's no joke. Somebody said save the box, so... It's big. Oh! $1,000 if you drop it. That, kids, is why we built a big workbench. See what's under the hood. The hood doesn't open. Oh. Even the lid's heavy. This is a solid piece of machinery, I tell you what. Here we have, I bet that shoots a freaking laser beam.
Frickin' laser beam!
Got that new car smell. Maybe this would be a good time to find instructions. I didn't see a book. To turn this magic button, go to setup.glowforge.com. Let's try that. So that link takes you to Glowforge's site, which has videos and written steps that basically explain everything you need to know to get your Glowforge up and running. I won't bore you with all the details here, but trust me, this is really easy and they've done a really good job. They also give you this other box. I thought this was the box that was going to contain only the free proofgrade materials that they send you, but apparently they ship the vent tray, the power cord, and the hose with this. The free proofgrade materials were a bit underwhelming. The materials that I thought was going to take up like most of this box. Ah.
Does it hurt?
Whoa.
Is it like a laser that...
Well, yeah, it burns wood and cuts wood and...
So I would burn?
Yeah, if you put your finger in there.
So if I put it in my heart, like aiming right at my heart, it would go through my heart.
Probably. Reach the point where it's time to connect this It's gonna go out to that window. That window's eventually getting replaced, obviously, but that's gonna come later. I want to play with the laser, so we're just gonna make this work. Yeah, we gotta fix that. Don't die. Good enough for me. Noises and magic are happening. Start off with this little piece of basswood, throw it in the middle with all the stuff right on it. I guess we just leave it like that. Back to the computer, which is upstairs, which is gonna have to change. We're finally to Glowforge's UI, and this is it, and this is their little test print. It's a little measuring keychain thing that I decided to try out. So it's pretty easy to use. You can just move it wherever you want to, and you can see on the left there's certain sections that are cut and certain that are engraved. I didn't want to mess with anything, and since it's a ruler, I didn't really want to resize it, but you can do that as well. But anyway, put it where I wanted it, and then press go. After a few moments, it tells you the duration that your print's going to take, and then you have to go to the machine and push the magic button. Magic button.
This?
Yep.
Beep.
Whoa!
Oh.
And this is where things went horribly wrong.
Something is out of place.
That feels wrong. I feel like I did something wrong here. After troubleshooting with the lens and the laser, I found the problem. That coil is not supposed to look like that. Broken laser. Well, that really sucked.
You seem agitated.
I mean, I was walking around that day and my wife was looking at me like my dog had just died. So the tube was totally cracked, and Glowforge said that they couldn't send me a replacement part and rather that I needed a new machine. And after several back and forth emails with Glowforge, they made it right and they ended up sending me a brand new machine.
Thank the maker.
The lesson learned here was, open your machine immediately and make sure that it's working. If it's not, you need to let them know right away. It took me 30 days to get mine out of the box because I was still in the process of building my new workbench so that I had a place to put this giant thing. Don't be like me. Open the box immediately and fire the laser.
Fire the laser!
Okay, let's do it. Alright, after the first failure, Glowforge number 2 has arrived. So, unboxing, round 2. Let's go. Alright, box is open, and the key thing here is the coil is intact. Unlike the last one, that was broken right there. This one looks good. Alright, we've been through this all already. Let's speed this up. It's time.
Begin laser ignition!
This is happening.
Arm the laser!
Arming the laser!
Fire the laser. Working.
You can take 1/2. 3/8.
Working. It's working.
It's working!
Would you look at that? A waste. Little tool. Here, you wanna touch it? Ha! I'm just kidding. I don't know if we can really peel that back with duct tape. They say to use Gorilla Tape. There.
How did you get it?
There we go. Look at how concerned my man is with this laser. So this is like a little measuring tool, so you can see 1 inch, 2 inch. Made a little keychain.
Dad, what are you going to do next?
That is the question, isn't it? What are we going to do next? Probably the Millennium Falcon.
How long is that going to take? Maybe like 20 minutes.
Maybe. Depends how big we want to make it.
Oh.
But first, I wanted to make my logo. Look at that. I got a coaster. I can now put my logo on anything I want to. I mean, anything that will fit in the machine, but how cool is that? Next up, I wanted to make a Star Wars radar screen. So, I drew something in Procreate on the iPad, and then I brought it into GIMP and cleaned it up, and then I made this outer design for the actual cut lines. Everything on the interior was going to be engraved, and I wanted to do this on acrylic and light it up. Some of this is a bit of a learning curve, as I had to get Inkscape, and then I had to bring my image into Inkscape and have one layer be the engraving line and the other layer be the cut line. There's some other videos out there on YouTube that explain how to do this a lot better than I will. I'll link some of those that I use down in the description.
Beep.
Pew pew! There we go. Using tuck tape or Gorilla Tape really makes it easy to get that masking tape off the top of your piece. Having two little helpers helps a lot too.
It's dirty. What's that little? Hey, look, put it in. Change color.
Next up, it was definitely time to do the Millennium Falcon. I found a stock image of the Falcon online, and then I used GIMP to just make a tracing of my own artwork over the top, and now I've got my own file. You didn't think I was just going to stop at one little wooden falcon, did you? Let's light him up too. This machine is awesome. This thing is going to be a total game changer for me and for the stuff that I can make in the shop. As you can see, this is stuff that I've just made in the first few days with basically no experience whatsoever. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I can still make pretty cool stuff. If you want to get one of these awesome machines, again, be sure to use the link down in the descriptions, save yourself some money, and help out the channel at the same time. And be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can see what we have in store in the future. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.